All right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today we want to talk about the Dirty Dozen, DC's biggest scandal on crooked cops. The reverse sting was one of the most embarrassing chapters in DC police history. Also one of the largest police corruption cases in the district's history. A dozen officers was indicted on charges that they took bribes to protect undercover federal agents who they thought were drug dealers and helped them to transport cocaine. Most of the defendants was in their 20s with less than 4 years served on the police force. All in the 5th district, Northeast. Man, they were charged after an 18-month investigation dubbed Operation Broken Faith. Man, these officers had the responsibility of policing one of the most violent and drug-ridden cities in the nation. In the nation, y'all. DC, Devil's Court. Man, what I tell y'all about DC? But anyway, Mayor Sharon Pratt Kelly declared the indictment was further evidence authorities were proven effective in a campaign to crack down on official corruption. She was also the mayor who spent millions of dollars to remove Marion Barry's name off all the buildings in D.C. But that's another blog. Prosecutors describe a conspiracy in which new officers told an undercover FBI agent posing as a major drug dealer of their qualifications for doing corrupt work, such as taking bribes and dealing drugs stolen from suspects. Wow. Because they said they ain't gonna say nothing, even claiming they shot a few but didn't kill them. But he can, or they can, if need be. According to the charges, an undercover agent told the officers he was a leading drug trafficker from Miami. MIA, yo. So then they showed him audio and video recordings of them moving cocaine and bragging about how they stole drugs and sold them on the streets to impress the undercover FBI cartel. In 92, when one of the cops told a drug dealer friend he had received money from a second dealer in exchange for warnings about outstanding warrants, they started taking money from his friend in exchange for information from the police files. Wow. Then the crooked cop set up a meeting for his drug dealing friend to meet his Miami connect. A month later, a second meeting was set up in Miami to meet the plug. In this meeting, they came up with a plan to use DC as a distribution point for as much as 100 kilos a month. He even told the plug he'll accept extra pay in exchange for using his badge to provide protection in his narcotic activities. He also offered to introduce his Miami man to a professional killer who would be willing to murder for the drug organization. Prosecutors said the 12 officers had taken a total of $73,000 in payments of between $2,000 and $25,000 to protect shipments of cocaine and money. From July to October, they protected 3 shipments of coke from Miami. But on December 14th, 1993, 11 of the 12 officers assembled in 2 hotel rooms with the Connect and another courier to prepare the shipment scheduled for that day. While they was discussing the play, FBI agents and senior MPD officers rushed the hotel rooms with guns drawn and arrested the dirty cops. Game over. On April 26, 1994, 5 officers was charged in a superseding indictment with the following crimes: conspiracy to distribute and possession with the intent to distribute cocaine. 2 counts per defendant of using or carrying a firearm during and in relation to a drug trafficking offense. 2 of the police, they pled guilty and agreed to cooperate with the government. The rats, if I'm not mistaken, they received 49 years and 4 months, with some receiving 25 years in prison. But right here, don't quote me on that because the dialogues get sketchy. So maybe this is another blog on this reverse sting on crooked cops. The trial gets interesting though because of their claims of entrapment. So wow, man, the dirty dozen. I'm gonna tell you, man, that's how it was in DC back then, because like in DC in that time, man, like say if the police came to the block and everybody was scattered once they hear that 5-0, once they hear that, they were scattered. So the ones that they would catch, like say if they had maybe like, they probably almost was finished with their work, so they might have had 12 rocks on them, but they might have had like 5,000 in their pocket. So the police would take the 5,000 and leave them with the 12 rocks, or it could be maybe they had big drugs on them and money, so they could take both. Man, DC has been crooked with police for years. Not even only that, as far as the police brutality, man. And the judge could see us beat up and they would ignore it until now. Like, I don't think they could get away with that now. But anyway, man, tell me what y'all think about this blog, man. The Dirty Dozen. Hey, like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.